Heartiest welcome to Global Talk Show by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. And today from
Yeah.
the country, Nigeria, we have a guest, a multi-talented person, Esumei. So welcome Esumei to our show. It's my pleasure hosting you today.
Yeah, thank you so very much, Dr. Supreme. It's an honor and a privilege to actually be at your platform, Global Talk Show. I'm excited for the event. I'm excited on what would lead us into. Thank you.
Well, before I take a deep dive in my journey, let me apprise of Esumei. Esumei is a managing director of CMT GGI, which we'll be talking in our journey. He is a telemedicine consultant, healthcare professional, speaker, business development expert, and whatnot. If I'll go on and on, I think a day will be not be suitable for describing Esumei. So straight away, Esumei, welcome to our show today. And people are so excited to know your incredible journey. So kindly enlighten all of us.
Right. I want to say a big thank you to the entire management team of, Global Talk, yeah, Business Power Academy Netherlands. Yeah, I want to say a big thanks to actually having this event, this talk show, because we need to get the word out. Our experiences, our background, our upbringing, our education can actually affect somebody that we don't know, direct or indirect. That's why awareness is very important in anything you're doing, whether it's in business, whether it's in, just name it. People have to know. If they don't know, they are blind. I would let me pick a little verse from a biblical account. It said, "My people suffer because of lack of knowledge, information, knowledge." So yeah, so basically my journey started. I was so blessed to be in a family that you call a silver spoon family. So while growing up, I didn't lack anything. I'm so grateful for that. So from my childhood to my high school to then my university, right? So my university was a bit where I started doing self-discovery, because it was just like you are in a bit of a maze, because there are a lot of people, a lot of, so you just need to drop some particular some things behind you, because you meet a lot of people from different backgrounds, so it was just like a cloud of, like a fog. So at some point, I think my first year was a bit steamy. Then my second year was like, I was like, okay, what's happening? I was driving, I was like, what's happening? So, and that's when my self-discovery started, and I discovered at some point, it was a bit difficult. I started finding it a bit difficult, coping in school and other stuff, and then there was just, I don't know, I feel my background based on, yeah, I have a very wonderful mom that she's a nutritionalist. She's so supportful that there, but my mom has been very, very awesome, supporting us, So there was this, so during that time, in times of trouble, you lose some certain values you have, you know. Now it depends how core and how deep those values are inherent in you. But if they're so core and inherent, you would realize that it's still there. But just this fogginess of attention, attraction will be clouding it. So in the midst of that, in those difficulties in school, there was this small but still resilient voice, that kept on saying, I got this. You know, kept on saying, I got this, I got this. And then, I picked up again, challenges of, education. Sometimes, at home, some things were not really going well. So, you just have to keep on moving. So I had to refocus myself. I had to pursue, because I had a mission and vision. I had the passion,
Great one.
despite when I was growing, I had say business mindset. The family had a business, so buying and selling is something that I do normally, and that's why the business dev is involved in my yeta yeta yetas.
But
So
Esumei, I will say only one thing, that this journey is really great. When you were just starting from the scratch, you were going, and when you were telling, when you were narrating your journey, it was like, narrating a beautiful story with a lot of things. You were working on it. But I am sure in your life, you would have faced some sort of challenges, ups and downs. So in your life, what kind of, you had faced such nitty gritty challenges, and have you ever thought of giving up on your dreams, and how you overcome those challenges? So can you just enlighten those beautiful things, so we'll all get some inspiration from this?
yeah, so like I said, so the challenges were actually there, which started from school. And then what I want to say is that in every one of us, there's a hero that lies in each and every one of us. So I discovered my hero while then, and from that standpoint was my pushing, propelling force from that time to now. It's been amazing. That's myself. That's why I said it was a sort of self-discovery. The challenges were much. At some point I couldn't have, some the normal money, because I grew up in a certain way. So, I didn't have money. So a lot of challenges here and there. But that's when I did my self-discovery. Then I realized that there's a hero that lies in me. And that hero was what actually propelled me in everything I was doing, and it's been amazing. So I came out from school. The next thing, I went into healthcare immediately. I was not really particular about the pay, but what I was actually particular was value proposition. I was particular about the value I'm going to get, because I was a bit younger. So in respect to what I'm chasing, in my aspirations and dreams, everybody wants to be successful. That's the major thing. You want to be successful, you want to help others. So I've always have this helping mindset. From I think I got that from my mom. So yeah, so I got into the healthcare, and then it was amazing. From there, I had a transition to several industries: fintech, e-commerce, several industries. And then at 2017, 2018, thereabout, then I now came back to healthcare again, which is at the foot of COVID. So that was when the uprising of actually telemedicine came up, So I was opportune to actually work with several international brands that were actually coming to Africa and also Nigeria specifically, to actually bring healthcare, accessible healthcare, and also affordable healthcare. Because in Africa, Nigeria, we have there's a problem of universal healthcare. And what are the champions of healthcare, these health owners, healthcare industry, big players, what they're trying to actually improve the accessibility and awareness of health to this particular region. So in that space, it's been an amazing one. So I've actually been involved with several healthcare companies that has come to actually invest in Africa, and also particularly Nigeria. and it's been amazing growth with them, and been a lot of learning. There are challenges. There's a lot of challenges when you think about trying to, you're trying to bring a facility that the people don't understand. So you have to understand the market understanding, have the market understanding, and also what you're trying to bring in, bring them into capacity to understand what you're trying to deploy. So
Very nice.
the COVID was
Oh,
actually the silver lining of
great
my
one.
yeah,
But
was
Esme,
actually the
one
yeah.
question is pondering in my mind before you move forward. Like when you narrated your challenges and how you overcome healthcare, basically you faced. So it's just like your successful journey. Success is to flow like water through a road of rocks. So that's what I can see in your beautiful journey, and I'm sure people watching today this live show across the globe, they are going to get a lot of inspiration, a lot of motivation from your life, and they are going to move on. And whenever they are missing their zeal, their zest, they are going to remember Esumei and how he crossed his journey, especially in the healthcare when you said about your country. So this is awesome. This is really great. And now it's time, Esumei, to know about your work, because we see you
Mhm,
as a business development executive, and
mhm,
you are working in a healthcare, a speech, teleconsultant. So kindly
mhm.
enlighten your great work to us.
Yeah, so let me go into that interesting part, because that's just actually the highlight of the whole event. I'm I introduced, I'm a Esumei, and I'm a telemedicine consultant, and I love charity. Like I said, helping people has been my thing. I think I got that from my mom. So I used I deployed what we call 360 telemedicine healthcare intervention to actually achieve my charity cause. So I happen to be the MD of Comfort and Mercy to the Gulf of Guinea initiative, CMTGI. At Comfort and Mercy, basically what we are doing there, what we are focusing is basically on healthcare. We're trying to actually advance healthcare, and also the social economic well-being of most vulnerable people in the Gulf of Guinea region. Now, if you're familiar with the Gulf of Guinea, and if you're familiar with Africa as a whole, at the left pocket of Africa, you have about 12 continents, 12 countries, I beg your pardon, around that axis. So you have Cameroon, you have Nigeria, you have Guinea, you have Gabon, the rest. So we've actually deployed several health interventions in their environment, which is health promotion, which is BLS, which I'll be talking about. It's called basic life support. And then the second one is in telemedicine, healthcare intervention and healthcare delivery. So healthcare delivery means involves telemedicine and mobile clinics. And the third intervention is social revival. We are not actually ignorant of these people. They need help in respect to finances, they need technical know-how, but we also educate them on, say, health is wealth. You need to be healthy to be wealthy. So we actually deploy lots of intervention in that area to bring them up to speed in understanding how to be healthy and how to live healthy. So basically, so we've done those outreaches in those environments, and we've actually reached to a lot of people medically. We've influenced and impacted so many lives. So for Nigeria, we deployed a program called Basic Health Education, Basic Life Support. Now, to a layman, you ask yourself, what is basic life support? Now, basic life support is a health emergency response treatment given to any person, anybody whose heart stops. As simple as that. You would agree with me, because statistics have it that about 90% of people that suffer out of hospital, the key was out of hospital, heart attacks die. 90% in the world. That's a lot. Now, this heart attacks, which is heart attacks or cardiac arrest, these are frequent occurrence in several parts of the world. So it's not just a Nigerian thing or an African thing; it's a global thing. So we said to ourselves, yeah, Nigeria has a lot of population, which is huge. About the last time we did the census was about 2016, or about 200 million, but it's more than that. And about 5% of this population have little knowledge of life support. Then we look at we said to ourselves, let's focus on the younger gens, which are the Gen Zs and the millennials. Because if you impact the younger generations, you impact entire generations. Now, depending on what you're trying to impact, so what we are impacting is lifesaver skill set that every child should know how to save a life. Now, we're reaching out to children in the inner cities, we're reaching out to children in the communities, we're reaching out to the Gen Zs and millennials in the urban settlement, in schools, public and private schools. So it's been an amazing journey, to see these kids, because, what we're not just only increasing, because we're trying to increase health literacy and also the value of life, right? So, but we're not only trying to do that too, but we're also using life support skill set as a tool to hone these children, these kids, these Gen Zs skills. So what are these skills we're looking at? We're looking at communicating skills, we're looking at problem solving skills. We're looking at leadership skills. We're
Yeah,
looking at
very
teamwork
true.
skills, because these are skills that are incorporated as a lifesaver. These are skills involved, and and again, the third thing we're also bringing out in this younger gen is the hero that lies in you and me, because there's a hero in each and every one of us. There's a hero in there, because that's what helped me at that point when I was in school. Now the thing is that you might discover it by yourself, depending on the situations and
Sure.
forces that are acting for you, or somebody will bring it out, some persons, or you might not just have it. You just be on your
Exactly.
limbo, or just that pedestrian walking and
This is true.
walking
This
that
is true, Esumei.
that yeah. So so it's been, so that's a hero. Think about you saving a life. Think about you actually seeing, because happens everywhere. It happens in school frequently. It happens with the adult, it happens with the elderly, it happens with the children. Everywhere it happens. So think about you saving somebody. That's a hero. You're a hero. Imagine somebody just probably depending on what is the primary assessment, or primary, what triggered that occurrence. Imagine resuscitating that person to life, and then the person, because these things happen, when you have people in these medical conditions, it's it's a minute, they call it the golden minute, and that golden minute is just in few minutes the person is gone. And if you don't know what to
Yeah.
do, it's not just only knowing what to do, you need to have the courage to actually
And then,
initiate.
Esme, we can say, like, I think these are the things that has motivated you to be in the healthcare, because the way you are telling, it's really emotional, it's really touching. And I must say only one thing, that nothing is precious than health as well. So don't avoid your health, don't ignore it, because this is the precious wealth which we have attained from God. So look after this. Well, moving to this beautiful global talk show with Esumei. Esumei, I would love to know your mission, because mission, I am sure it is going to be a great vision too. So let's explore what is Esumei vision and mission too.
All right. So my mission is to actually impact through lifesaver skill set, which is basic life support, impact on the younger generations. Of recent, that's my mission. And we are working on reaching out to every kid globally, every person globally. So, and change starts with me. It starts right where I am. So I wouldn't start from the air to, I need to start from a grassroots. So that's the mission. We're impacting every child, every kid with life support skills. We're going to take down that number, that 90%, to at least say 10%, and not just children, but adult too, you know, from here to the ends of the world, with this lifesaver skill set, and how do we intend to achieve it? We've had a lot of say, personally, it's all about grit, passion, mission, that actually these are the things that fuel your commitment in reaching out to, this global scale. But there are challenges, you know. Now, of recent, the government, lots of schools that have been actually deploying healthcare basic life support training have actually incorporated life support training, which is health education, into their curriculum. That is one. The second one is the government, Lagos, where I am right now, just gave us access to, say, about 60,000 students to train on life support skill set. Now, that's a problem. It's a big milestone for us, but 60,000 kids is a lot of work, and it involves a lot of logistics. It involves a lot of, in moving equipment and, teamwork, and also, from point A to point B. So yeah, so finances is one of the things we are looking out for in respect to fundraising, and also supporting the mission. But our current, we did a sort of, housekeeping, and our current need is getting a vehicle, a car that could actually move the equipment, and also the volunteers to each and to from point A to point B, and then several locations that reach, because these schools are actually far apart, and it's so that's a call of action. So if we have very generous people that would want to support this vision or support our mission, yeah, so why not? Because what are you trying to do? You're not just supporting my vision. Your every child is your child. You're supporting a child. You're supporting a younger generation that would produce, that would in
Very true.
return give back to the world, give back to the nation, that will return
Correct.
heal the world. Because there's a lot of healing that has to happen in this world, and it has to start with us. It has to start with the younger ones, to do this. We impact, they carry out our impact and spread it. So it's all about spreading. What are we trying to do? We're trying to actually increase, share love, kindness with compassionate care, you know. And this work has been, and in the work, it's a lot of exceptionalism. It's been exceptionalism, phenomenal, and the how we are actually carrying out values and impacting these values on people. So
I agree.
that's
This
the
is
here.
very true, Esumei. Whatever you are saying, it's really a great cause, I must say, because people should come in front to help this a beautiful cause. And here I would love to request my global audience to please, please, please help Esumei. He is having a great vision, mission, and he is giving back to the society. So while we are standing aloof, just come, hold the hands, and please, please help him, because he needs a great funding for whatever the great work he's doing for the society. So let's join together our hands. Let's work for the betterment of this world, of our society, and spread the harmony, peace, and helping hands across the world. So this is really Esumei awesome. And I'm really so happy to know your mission, vision, because it's really great, pious mission. And I congratulate you to accomplish it with lots and lots of success. God bless you. Well, moving to my beautiful journey, Esumei, everybody is, waiting for your powerful message. So kindly enlighten us with your great, powerful message. And we would love to hear that.
Yeah. So in I'm of the school of thought. I'm a more, let me say, wisdom is power, right? I would get this knowledge from biblical accounts. He said, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom in every getting. Now, he said, everything you're getting, whether it's money or whatever you're getting, get understanding. Now, you must, and these are key things in life, that in can be translated as wisdom, as knowledge. But I look at things from the supernatural. So wisdom is what I put it at. Wisdom, get understanding. Understanding is key. You must understand your environment, understand where you are to actually effectively communicate, infuse into the environment, effectively flourish wherever you are. Understanding is key in everything we do, and knowledge would actually feed your understanding. Information, that is what I said, information and knowledge. It's just like food and nutrition. Now, there are some food that could go into you that comes out as just nothing. And there are some food that you take, into you that comes as nutrients. So get
Wow, great one.
understanding.
I don't have words, Esumei, to thank you. Heartfelt thanks to you for coming to our show and enlightening everyone. I mean, you have touched millions today, people watching this video live, or we're going to watch this video later on. They're going to take lot of inspiration from your journey. And you'd already proved challenges that is a part of life. And behind every challenge, there is a hidden golden opportunity. So thank you once
Yeah,
again for enlightening, for spreading positive vibes everywhere. Thanks once again, Esumei.
yeah. Now, I just want to say one
Sure.
last thing.
Yeah, sure.
I know everybody out there will be like, okay, how do I go? How do I go about this thing? See, um, when you feel that there is no hope, when you feel hope is gone, look inside of you
Great.
and you'll be strong. Look inside of you because there is that hero that lies inside of you that will pave the road, pave you, for redirect you to that point you have aspired to get in life.
Wow. Super one. I think this is the powerful message ever my global audience would have got. And Esumei, you have enlightened today, brighten up this global talk show by your positivity, by your, you can say, a very strong message. Well, people would love to listen to you. And people, I'm sure, after this talk show, they're going to help you in your mission and vision and make it happen, all your dreams comes true. So thank you once again for coming, for enlightening. Thank you so much. And thank you, my global audience, for always loving us, inspiring us, cherishing us. Keep doing that. Stay happy, Helenati. Bye bye for now.